afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. I am Corey Olsen, the Tolkien professor, joined as always by the intrepid hobbit Gryfflet, who I see has busied himself for the past 2 weeks here in Zudagrund. Had no problems, obviously, entertaining himself, as there are many, many cases of books I still don't understand. That is, to me, the most mysterious element of Zudagrund, actually, is why there are so many Zudrugund. I keep putting the R in the wrong place. Why there are so many books? Where did they get all the books? Like, did they bring them from Erebor? Like, these couldn't have survived. How possibly could a refugee people have so many books? So that means that all of these books must have been written since the fall of Erebor, right? So while they were here, I mean, there must have been a huge pack of dwarves, right? Scribing books, busier than badgers for 100 years to write this many books. So yeah, I want the story for how Thorin, and then they left them behind. They just left them here, right? With crazy old Nar, who's obviously not doing a great job looking after them. I mean, look, seriously, you just left the books all over the floor? Come on now. See, can we see what's on the covers? No? Just designs, huh? Okay. Anyway, still. Okay. So I can't explain the secret of Zudagrund. Zudrugund. Okay, I'll get it right sooner or later. Druid's Fire is asking very sensibly, like, do they have printing presses, right? Well, no, I can't think. No, they don't. They can't have printing presses. I mean, not even dwarves would have printing presses. So you can have codices, right, without printing presses. That's fine. They could easily be handwriting all of these different codices, but still, I mean, it's a little surprising that they would have quite so many books as this. But anyway, whatever. Okay, so let's dwarf diaries. Well, exactly. I mean, I guess conceivably, Zechariah, they could be diaries, right? But were there even this many dwarves total, right? If they each kept a diary, would they have this many books? I'm not really sure. And it's hard to imagine they all would. Anyway, okay, sorry. So I'm supposed to talk to Frithgeir. Please don't make me collect ingredients for that potion again. It was fun the first time. Don't get me wrong.
I'm sorry he upset you. Nar means no harm.
Right. No, he doesn't mean any harm, sure. He listens as I recount Coronir's request to know of Nar's recent activities, right? Because we're trying to figure out how he knows about the paths of the dead and all that stuff, right? Yeah. His brow creases in thought, and he is silent for a moment. When he speaks again, his words come slowly, as if he is unsure they will be of help. A few days before Wadu the Dunlending came to Zudrugund, I did it right. I noticed Nar spending a great deal of time looking through some of the bookshelves for something. I thought it odd, because he generally takes little interest in the books. Right, exactly. I mean, nobody likes the books. Okay, but he did not speak of it, and I did not ask what drove his examination. I can tell you which section of the shelves it was, but there was a lot of books to go through, okay? Hopefully they'll be glowing, though, so that'll help. All right, so I'm supposed to find the book to see which books Nar was reading. So something drove the normally non-bookish Nar during... okay. This is a cluttered bookshelf, so let's look at this one. Let's see. Torn pages, which seem to have undergone a great deal of use. The words are very large, and every page is an illustration drawn in a fanciful style. Oh, good. Hey, a poem! Kari was a little dwarf, smaller than you or me, and wherever Kari went, he took his axe or three. It's a dwarven children's book. That's great. One axe for his left hand, one axe for his right, one axe to carve the roast he ate most every night. I love it. Now one day the orcs did call. They came right up to the gate. They came right to the gate. Let's fix the verse. Come on out, they said. We'll have a feast. Don't be late. The dwarves knew what that meant. They knew it very well. If they went to see the orcs, they'd not hear the dinner bell. By the way, do you hear the sound of the verse? Hear the form, the metrical form that they've used here? Can anyone name that poem? Which sounds like this. It's a famous poem in Tolkien's world. Not Tolkien's. I'm not thinking of one of Tolkien's poems. Carrie was a little dwarf. I mean, it is. It's iambic tetrameter, so it's like a lot of Tolkien's poem, but it sounds a lot like. I think especially it's the children's book thing. It sounds like Mary had a little lamb hog grow. It does. It sounds like The Walrus and the Carpenter from Through the Looking Glass, which was a poem that Tolkien absolutely loved, and which he translated into Quenya, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. That last verse. The dwarves knew what that meant. They knew it very well. If they went to see the orcs, they'd not hear the dinner bell. That sounds very much like The Walrus and the Carpenter. Anyway, sorry. I'm leaving us hanging about the children's book. Do you know what Kari said? He said it loud and clear. I will go to see the orcs and give them things to fear. But you're so little, said the dwarves. They told him not to go. But Kari went. He would not stop till he faced the orcs below. The orcs laughed. What can you do? Just hold still, we'll get the skewers. They turned their backs, and that was that. So we call him Kari or Cure. Okay, all right. That's good. And everything lives happily ever after. That's great. I mean, except the orcs, which is part of the happily ever after. I love it. I love it. The Dwarvish Children's Book. That is fantastic. Okay, so that's probably it. That's probably the big clue. Let's see. More literature? More verse? A parchment, yellowed and old, tucked away between the covers of a thin book and apparently forgotten. So are we reading the parchment of the book? Hail Thran, King under the mountain. Preparations for leaving the Coombe are well underway, and it will not be long before... It's interesting they're still calling him King under the mountain, right? King under the mountain, which is not here, but... Okay, sorry. Preparations for leaving the Coombe are well underway, and it will not be long before our people are ready to depart for the Blue Mountains. The great wheels in the depths will turn without them. I wonder for how long. Oh, our people. I was trying to find the antecedent of them. Will turn without them, without our people. Okay, I am writing this letter to express my concern about Nar. You know as well as anyone the things he has seen, and his service to your father cannot be questioned. Right, exactly. Yeah, because everybody knows who Nar is, right? The one who went with Thror when Thror went and got his head chopped off. He deserves much better than he has gotten. He seems not even to see me these days, though I must endure the retelling of my own exploits 2, 4, or a dozen years in the past. It makes me sad to think of it now, and his excitement in recounting the previous ones forgotten saddens me all the more. This is why I must ask your permission to remain when the others go. Nar will not go to the Blue Mountains, and I wish to stay here and look out for him. My son, too, wishes to stay. He is young and knows nothing of our real home. This to him is no exile, but the Blue Mountains would be. I do not want to deprive Frithgeir of the only home he has known. I will do whatever you command, of course, but this is my desire, if it be your wish to grant it. So the Hervin that he keeps talking about, Hervin Drakeslayer, right, parallel with Wadu, right, we see that, was it Eladon or Elro here who was with us? Which one of the twins? I don't remember. But anyway, who was saying the parallel between the dwarf who slew the Drake and Wadu, right, turns out to have been correct. Okay, so Frithgeir is the son of Hervin, okay, right, sort of hereditary keeper of tender servant, physician of poor crazy old Nar, Beggarbeard. Okay. Herbs and Plant Life of the Coombe, a slim book, right, is resting atop several of the others as if it had been recently removed and carelessly returned. Okay. Well, I can see where that would come up. It is my hope that these musings on the great variety of plant life found within the Coombe will be of help to those who, by want or need, find themselves uncertain of an herb's utility or a vegetable's properties. It is clear that such knowledge is fading in my people. Thror has commanded the opening of a new wing in the mines beneath Zudragund, but my own studies have been of a necessity self-directed. I do not complain. The gems they have taken from the old wing stir my heart as much as they do any of my fellows, but there is as much to be learned from the green as there is from the stone. Wow. Wow, who is this freakish dwarf? But I ramble, as I often do when called upon to defend my interest. Right, I can see how he was defensive. This is followed by several pages of notes on various plants that grow on the slopes of Thror's Coombe. One of the pages has been turned sideways and earmarked and catches your eye. This next herb is easily found throughout the Coombe. Simply follow your nose, and on a day of calm weather, its sweet smell will guide you most easily to patches of Hulwulharaz growing on the grassy slopes. In fact, the name means sweet warder, and the Dunlandings, with whom I have spoken, believe the smell to drive away evil beings. Hey, can't rule it out. When the herb is crushed and added to water containing the petals of the Nijam Mujdu and of the fruit Kibeluz, steeping the solution for an hour produces a strange-smelling brew that I have noted for its ability to provide clarity of thought and heightened reasoning. It does seem that its effectiveness dulls with repeated use, oh dear, and the brew should therefore not be overused. Haha, right, that might be relevant. Okay, so I see where he got the recipe. That's very handy. Oh, wait, I'm meant to talk to Nar, not Frithgar. Hey there, Nar. I won't call you Beggarbeard, because that's what Azog called you, and that would be rude. Hi, yeah.
You have brought the gemstones? Good, good. These will do very nicely.
He seems not to realize that I've brought no gemstones. Okay, wait, hang on a second. Hang on, I want to talk to you, though. Were you reading about plant lore?
The longer it cooks, the tougher it will be.
Right? Cookery. Good. Okay. Let it taste the fire, but not for too long. Okay. I don't know where he is. Said they were the most tender he's tasted? Tell Herluf. Oh, right. Herbs, you say? I season them with a blend of herbs just to taste. Frithgar knows a bit about herbs and plants, runs in his family. Okay. All right. So I'll take that for a no, Nar. Letter from Hervin.
Hervin? He's around here somewhere.
He was going to see off the wagons. Oh, there you are. All went well, I take it. Good. Pull over a chair and we'll sing a song. Okay. All right. Just seeing if there are any interesting clues here. Children's rhyme.
That is one of Frithgar's favorite stories.
All right. Used to read that to little
How did
Frithgar.
it go?
That's right. Everyone has gone away now. Fanar, Herluf, even Hervin has gone. Travelers sometimes come by and share a friendly word, but it has been a while since the last. So we call him Kari Orkir. Oh, he skipped the whole middle of the poem. Okay. All right. Just wanted to check and see there. Okay.
You have brought the gemstones?
No.
Good.
I didn't.
These will do
but,
very nicely.
Yeah. Okay. We already established that I didn't, so off we go talking to Kuranir. I'm sure he's going to be satisfied with my researches so far.
Nar's words remain as cloudy as ever.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Worth trying.
Okay. It was worth trying, though it has not borne fruit. You should go to Candaith at the campsite of the Grey Company. Okay. Tell him we are no closer to learning why Nar spoke of the paths of the dead. Candaith is a master of lore and may have thought of something. I'm so glad he finished that correspondence course. I'd like to think that we had a little part, right, in helping Candaith to achieve his degree of master of lore, right? Because he was obviously, I think he got an online master's, right, since we were embarrassing him by his, like, not knowing that, hey, can I not get through this door? Hello? There we go. You know, how he didn't know the black speech and everything, and so I think, yeah, that all. Let's see. Where's my milestone? What milestones do I have? Where's this one? Oh, Mauer Tolhau. No, that's not so much use. All right, let's go ahead and get this one. Yeah. Alright, I'll bind to that one. Because it's being a burglar, it's easy enough to jump down. Climbing up, however, is laborious. Exactly, Rosie. See, I totally think it's pretty clear. You know, Candaith got his online master's degree. It was probably like Signum's. I mean, you've got to think, if a Ranger of Eriador is gonna take an online master's degree, it would be like Signum's, right? Let's see, where can I jump? This would be a pretty good place to jump, actually. Okay, hang on. Dismount. Remount. All right. Yeah, Peter, you know, I think Signum could have a special, like, scholarship program for Rangers of Eriador, right? Are you a ranger? Do you need to brush up on your black speech so that you can read the orc correspondence that you and your friends intercept? Oh, I was so close to Rivendelling that log right there. Then take advantage of the Candaith Memorial Scholarship for Rangers of Eriador at Signum University. Tony wants a course in Orcish linguistics. That would be tough. That would be tough. Okay. No, it's a dragon. I didn't see the Gwyber. I just saw the floaty name. And I didn't, I'm like, what is that, a tent? Is it a pavilion? Who's that? And I'm like, oh no, that's just him. It's the dragon. I got it. Okay, all right. Okay. I need to do something. Right, are you tired of sitting around staring at your campfire? Why not expand your mind? More and more rangers are becoming masters of lore through our convenient and interactive online program. I'm telling you, the copy writes itself. Okay, back to Clonuk and Candaith. I like going to visit Candaith these days because that suggests to me that we have fun session plays coming up. Because I get another historical session play, don't I? I was almost sure I did. Alright, so we're not going into Clonuk, but near Clonuk. More half-orc bosses. Managed not to get chased by any bulls this time, so that's nice. Alright. Who's on that island? What's the story with that little island in the middle of this perfectly round pond? Is that a man-made pond surrounding the island? Hey there, Candaith. Alright.
The mystery of Nar's knowledge must remain unsolved for a time yet.
Okay. But in the meantime, let's see. Will he not tell us how he knows of the words of Elrond? Will he not tell us how he knows of the paths of the dead? It seems... Oh, right. It seems mystery will remain unsolved. Okay. Do I know the story of the Oathbreakers and the paths of the dead? Aha! I'm keen to hear. Perhaps a recounting of that tale is in order and you will be more familiar with the puzzle set before us. I so wish to hear it.
I will tell you the tale of the
Woo!
Outbreakers and the paths of the dead.
Ooh, yeah, hang on, I just leveled up. I think I get a class trait point. Oh, I think I have 3 unused class trait points, so that's handy. Let's see. What's this? Backstab. That sounds useful. Plus 5% positional damage. Okay. What's this one? Vital points, huh? On every critical chain, 50% chance to negative 5% critical defense. Nah, sounds lame. What does Dance of Blades do? Critical response skill damage. What's this one? Strike from shadows. Oh yeah, that's better. Let's do that. Oh wait, what does this one do again? Positional damage. Okay, let's do 2 of those and 1 of these. Looking good. Alright. Yeah. Strong work. Okay. Woohoo! Anyway, sorry, Candythe. Let's do this. 67. Boy, Gryfflet, level 67. Who'd have thunk it? He's gonna catch up with Wigan before long. After the destroy, so is there a pool? Like, who's gonna see Mordor first, Gryfflet or Wigan? It's a legitimate question. After the destruction of Numenor in the Second Age, Elendil and his sons came to Middle-earth, though not together, and knew they had to start anew or perish. So the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor were founded, Arnor in the north and Gondor in the south. At the Hill of Erech, in the kingdom of Gondor, Isildur set a great black stone that was brought out of Numenor before its downfall. Yes! It is said the stone stands there still unchanged, even as it was in the latter years of the Second Age. Okay, the Stone of Erech. Yes! This is awesome. I love this one. Okay. Who am I? Soldier of Minas Ithil. Okay. Nice. Going to the Stone of Erech. Okay, see, look at the Ithil symbol with the white tree and the moon. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Because, of course, the white tree was planted in Minas Ithil.
Isildur called the men of the mountains to the Hill of Erech to discuss their loyalties.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to discuss the loyalties with the men of the mountain. Do we see? No, we don't have a position of exactly where we are. Hey, Erchaneb, of the slightly awkward name. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking around here. What's going on? Wow, they're going for pointy trees in this forest. Looking nice out here in the White Mountains. Huh. Is that Mindaliman, do you think? Nah, probably not. Maybe. Anyway, let's... Anything on my shield? No. Boring shield. But then I'm just a generic guy here, so... I'm trying to look at my sword. There it is. Okay. What's up with the spiky things? Why do I have like a toothed sword here? Huh. Weird. Alright, soldier of Minas Ithil. This is the... Oh, my name is Iarvund. Okay. Okay, this is the place. Iarvund, the Hill of Erech. You stayed behind at the encampment when our lord was last here, but I was in the party that wrestled the stone to the summit. Okay, several days of toil, true, but I can think of no better way to mark the escape of Numenor's sons from the deluge. Well, I mean, okay, it's fine. I accept that. Seeing the forest we came through from this height gives me a greater appreciation for its beauty, and I forgive its branches the many scratches we sustained. This new kingdom of Gondor is a beautiful land indeed. May it stand forevermore. This way, Iarvund. Isildur has gone on ahead, and we must not let our lord wait on our arrival. Agreed. Let's go see Isildur. To the summit.
Kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor were still in their infancy.
Right.
Isildur knew he would need allies if Gondor was to flourish.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's make friends with the local non-Numenorian peoples. He wishes to gain their trust and their loyalty. Makes sense. Look at all these tuckered out Gondorian soldiers. Look, I can't believe we pushed the Stone of Erech up this whole way. Long may Gondor thrive. Yeah. We're going to stop and look at the view. Is it okay if we... Can we just... Thank you. Nice. There he is. Okay. Oh, there's Isildur. Okay. I'm just going to peek at the view. Ooh, what's that? What is that? What city is that? Just to the southeast of here. And we're in Morthond. I wish I got a map position. Huh. Wait, what's that? Oh, waterfall. Okay. That's fine. Look at that thing. Hi, Isildur. Oh, you do have... I was going to say, why don't you have the white tree on your chest? Because you totally should have. Oh, yeah, you've got it worked into your belt buckle, too. Naturally. Yeah. Of course, it makes all kinds of sense, right? Everybody knows this, right? Isildur, when he was a kid, he was like a teenager when he stole the fruit from the white tree in Numenor before Sauron could burn it, thus preserving the line. So that's why the white tree was planted in Minas Ithil originally, and then after the battle, he moves it and he plants the tree in Minas Anor in memory of his brother Meneldo. So, or no. Meneldo was his nephew. Anarion is his brother, of course. Meneldo was the one who is Anarion's son setting up to rule in Gondor. But okay, so all right. I like this sort of the silver boss there on the front with the moon and the white tree, because it is very white. Between the white tree and the moon, right? Sorry, I want to look at the Stone of Erech here. Okay, so the Stone of Erech is a classic example of a visual exaggeration in Lotro, right? The Stone of Erech, of course, was nothing like this big at all. The Stone of Erech in the book is 6 feet across, right? So it's big, but you can imagine a person taking it. Like, you couldn't take this on a boat with you. This is way too big. How big were their boats, for crying out loud? But again, I can understand. I mean, Chris Pearson talked about this at Mythmoot when he came to our Mythmoot conference a couple years back. If they made the Stone of Erech the size that it was described, as it was described in the book, it would look silly. That is, it wouldn't have the effect. It wouldn't have the effect visually that it has imaginatively in the book, right? There has to be something strange, uncanny about it. That's the effect that the Stone of Erech has when people see it in the book, right? But in the game, it would look... I mean, so imagine standing from up here, right? There's Isildur down there. So Isildur is tall, but like vaguely man-sized. So he should be unusually tall for a man, but still, basically man stature. So imagine it's buried half in the ground. So imagine a Stone of Erech about as big across as he is and up to about his waist or something. Standing right next to him. Imagine how that would look. It would look like a marble, even just from here, right? It wouldn't be very impressive. So I understand. I am sort of shocked at how big the Stone of Erech really is. Anyway, yeah, it's it is a little surprisingly big, but I do really like the effect of it. Yeah. Okay. And yes, oh, you guys are having a conversation about the Elf Havens. Yeah, the Elf Havens. Cool. Yeah. Oh, so Jesse, they make Alindo really tall in the High Elf intro. I haven't done that yet. I almost just backed off the cliff. I haven't done that yet. But that's good. Elendil should be tall. Elendil is like 7.5 feet tall. So yeah, he should totally. He's not called Elendil the Tall for no reason, and that's good. Look at how much I'm like just up to Isildur's chin, right? That's good. I mean, he's standing uphill from me here too, but yeah, my guy is way shorter than he is. Totally appropriate. Hey there, Isildur. Hey, you know me by name. That's impressive, especially since I didn't. Isildur looks about expansively, admiring the view from the summit. This has been a year of toil, Yarvand, but in moments like this, breathing the clean air and looking out over the forests of this Middle-earth, I can almost believe that this is home. Well, that's good.
Isildur called the men of the White Mountains to treat with him at Erech.
Do I think they'll come? Yeah, pretty good chance of it. Pretty good chance of it. We have peace for now, but if Sauron returns, we will need allies. We need the allegiance of the men of the mountain. Will they grant it? Yeah, good question. Look for them on the north slope. Okay.
At last they approached, a small group of men and their king.
Oh, there they are. They just passed me. I was keeping a bad lookout. Yeah, he's the son of Elendil. You're Rioc, king of the mountain. Nice. He's not the king under the mountain. He's the king on top of the mountain. Why have you called us to this place? The kingdom of Gondor is young, but already you have seen sign of its strength. Excuse me, I'm going to look at the iconography of your clothing. From over the sea we have come, bringing majesty undreamed of in knowledge and power and... undreamed of in Middle-earth, we desire your friendship. Gondor can provide you with great stores of knowledge and power. Okay. What is up with this guy's face? Oh, it's not a beak. Sorry. My sworn men were young, we did something. Traitors told them tales of the great land beyond the sea. Yeah, that's right. Except, remember, we're gonna act like the good Númenóreans, right? They erect mighty towers in great cities. They perform wonders. They occasionally enslaved us and used us for human sacrifice. Oh, wait. He doesn't ask for your reverence. He asks for your sword arm. Yeah, shut up, Eric Neb. Let's start with reverence. The forces of Sauron are scattered and leaderless, but it has been so before. Yeah, will you swear an oath? You swear it on this stone, the sign of the might of Númenor's sons. Okay. Well, it was nice of him not to mention the whole human sacrifice angle. He's swearing. Oh, here he goes. Swear an oath. On this stone I swear that I and my people will stand with you and fight against Sauron, okay? Okay. Should he return?
It was done.
Yeah.
The allegiance of the men of the mountains was secured.
Oh, wow. Really cool ring inside of ring effect going on there. Okay. And I get to talk to them all. That's great. Oh, good. That'll give me time to examine their costumes. I'm going to start with Beaky over here. Okay. First question. Do you dye your nose orange? Because I got to say, your nose is noticeably more orange than your forehead. And your mustache also seems to have been dyed a different color from your hair. So therefore, I'm going to conclude that you do. That this is tattooing here. Yeah. No, you clearly have an orange nose. Which is a good look. Don't get me wrong. I think that's a good look for you. And I think too few people attempt to imitate birds in quite that way. Oh, look at your mountain stuff, huh? Right? See, I said you were the king on top of the mountain. Look at that. You got the sun. You You got the three mountains, which looks kind of like the Moria symbol, but not quite. And then you've got the sunburst right behind the peak of the mountain, showing the, like, what? The wisdom and illumination from the mountain there. And then you got the whole mountain range here with the central mountain on your belt there. Okay, yeah, that's great. And you've got this, what looks like, what, quilted armor, essentially? Woven leather, little things. Oh, yeah, you got your little mountain icon on your quiver there, too. Looking good. What's on your bracers there? Anything? No. Just kind of cool purple design there. Okay, all right. King Rioc has led us for these many years, and his word is hewn from stone like that of the mountain itself, with roots as deep. Let Sauron show himself again at his peril. He would dare it not when confronted with we, men of the mountain, and you, the sons of Numenor, and now Gondor. Right. That is right. Okay, Britu. Different bracers. Right, yours have the mountains on them. Ooh, in spikes. Sticking out, yes. Okay. Is that just your hairy back? It is. That's your own hair, not the pelt of some animal. Right, sorry, forget I mentioned it. Yes, you are a hirsute gentleman, who has also dyed his face and his torso orange. That's good. That's really committed to the concept there. Okay, so it's like Woad, except orange. I like it. Are there designs on your face? It's just the yellow cheek thing, right? Okay, and you just, shaved your mustache off? You're like, I'm going full Amish here because my mustache isn't as orange as my neighbor, and I feel self-conscious about that, so that makes sense. And you've got spikes on your bracers, but you wield a club. Is it a spiky club? No, you don't need a spiky club, right? You're just like, I'm gonna beat you with this baseball bat right here because that's the way I roll. That's good. And your mountain icons are different. Are you from a different clan or a different family maybe within your people, so that you've got this whole two mountains with the sun? I guess it's just the sunburst behind two separate mountains, but it's two separate sunbursts behind two separate mountains, which, let's be frank, what's your name again? Britu. Let's be frank, Britu, that's meteorologically unlikely, but hey, that's fine. You are the two mountains with two suns clan of mountain people, and you be you. So, okay, King Rioc, you have this extensive, like, leather faux beard thing going on with the mountain and not a sunburst. So is the sunburst thing just Boduin's tribe? And are you dyed orange? Because I think you are. If I were just looking at you, I would think this was your skin tone, right? But you can clearly see, like, their foreheads are less. Like, it's the bottom of their faces they dye. Oh, this guy's orange all over. I don't know. So yeah, look at his. Maybe he's just paler on his forehead. And maybe, King Rioc, it's just the fact that the tone of your skin kind of looks like a spray-on tan, that sort of orangey shade, if you know what I mean, King Rioc. But see, Rosie was just thinking the same thing. It's totally not just me, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if those are designs around it or just decorations. I'm a little surprised you've got this ruff thing going on here, right? Like a ruff, except made out of fur, and the sort of requisite spikes in the back. But I love the purple, like the purple ribbons on your back spikes, that match your really very attractive lavender gown. I think it's a good color for you, Rioc. I'm not sure the orange fake tan skin coloration and the lavender are the most, appealing combination, but you're owning it, and that's what's important. You have no crown, but you seem to have stuff. Discs, a ring of discs set around your forehead. Yeah, okay. That's good. Okay. Well, that was important. Hang on, I forgot to talk to Britu. I'll be right back, King Rioc. There's a great deal we can learn from you. This guy was so hairy, I forgot to talk to him because I was a little intimidated, frankly. We can learn from you in the Kingdom of Gondor. Yeah, we're now brothers. That's right. The bond of our oath will tie us together. Good. Oh, this will end well. And let our shared enemies tremble. Gondor and the mountain. Yeah, that's right. What could go wrong? There are none in the land more proud than I, King Rioc of the Mountain. There is so much our people can learn from each other, and by sharing our strength we will be the stronger for it. Your Lord Isildur was wise to reach out to us, and we are honored to have been called to this place. Should Sauron return, he will face our combined might and be fearful. That's good. All right, Urchaneb. That has been a day, right? We pushed a big rock up a hill. We met with the mountain people. It would be easy to look upon the wonders of Gondor even early in its life and think we can conquer any enemy, right? We don't want to be too arrogant. Okay, if he does return, we will be glad for the strong warriors of the mountain. Yeah. Okay.
The years passed, and the shadow grew again in Middle-earth.
That's right, Sauron returns.
No word came from Garth Lothig, a fortress in Gondor. Isildur gathered a force of men to investigate.
Yeah, let's investigate. Okay. Hang on, I'm good at investigating, Isildur. I'll investigate. Okay. The first thing I notice are huge spikes. And, ooh, look at that. Skeletons in hanging cages. That's a dead giveaway. Yeah, that's not... Gondorians just don't do that. Also, notice the banners over here. Ooh. What is that? Is that a... Are those horns? Is this like a demon buffalo? Because it looks like a demon buffalo. I think it's got to be that. Okay, so these are probably orcs. The hanging cages. And we've got a big old tent here with dragons. Look at that. Dragons warming themselves by a campfire. That's the... Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm stuck. Whew. Oh, I was surrounded by the shiny light. Okay. Anyway, so there are dragons by a campfire around the... Oh dear. Help. I'm being transfixed. Phew, I was deeply uncomfortable for a second. Okay, so there's what seems to be an orc encampment, and you can also tell by the decorative use of skulls. See, the orcs and goblins always use skulls in their decorating. Yeah. So nice city with the colossal statues. We are so into colossal statues in early Gondor. Absolutely. And but whereas orcs are into big tusks, right? That also is fairly common. So we're good. Is there any markings on these leathers here? Do we have? Is that a picture? Is it a doodle? Yes. It's a mammoth. It's a stick mammoth. Somebody drew a stick mammoth on this. See? There's his head and his eyes and his little trunk and his little foots right there at the bottom of the... Or maybe it's a demon buffalo. But the demon buffalo has no... This is the demon buffalo clan. I pretty much established that, right? Hang on. We're all stuck here with it. Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's not an elephant. Maybe it's a demon buffalo. That's what it was probably a demon buffalo. Some fresher corpses hanging here. Oh, look at that. Look at, just would you please, skulls with candles on top of them. Skull candle holders. Boy, if there were anything, if only we had a pelvis fire, then we would know for sure that it was goblins that we were dealing with, right? That would be an absolute giveaway. But this is pretty close, right? The skulls, like people who set candles on skulls like that, right? And then we have a dead cart here, right? Who was collecting the corpses here, right? We got to bring out your dead situation. Yeah. I guess the dead cart kind of doubles as the chuck wagon here in the orc camp. But wait, there's more artillery. Yes, okay, so we've got ooh. This is a trebuchet, isn't it? Isn't that a little? Yes, it is. Look, it's a trebuchet. We've got a little sling with a little boulder here in the track, so it'll whip it around. Oh man, an actual dwarvish trebuchet, or orcish trebuchet rather. My apologies to the dwarves. Okay, more demon buffalo tents. Oh, and an orcish crafting area. You can tell because only orcs feel compelled to put completely arbitrary and decorative spikes off to the side. Ooh, okay, so this is a forge. It's obviously very hot over here. And wow. I don't even know where to start with this. So this is the combination of function and aesthetic on this forge is quite striking, right? Because we've got burning coal, right? Clearly we can be forging iron in this, and there are all these anvils sitting around, right, for us to do that. But then we also have the eye, right? See the spiky eye of Sauron here glowing in the midst of the flames. That is beautiful. And then what's this? This pot. They must be heating something in this pot, like pitch or something, tar maybe. I don't know what gets heated up in that pot. But they gave that pot a spiky top like the Iron Crown, right? And that must be whatever was in the pot. So whatever was in there was not pitch and it was not tar. It was some kind of viscous green substance that was overflowing the side of the enormous Iron Crown demon kettle there. So wow, that is pretty awesome. And the heat, right? It is very hot. But ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a prison wagon. Oh man, a prison wagon. They don't have battle buggies too, do they? I'm gonna get scared if they've got battle buggies. No, there's a ballista up there. Little orcish siege tower here. Okay. Nope, sorry. Excuse me. Pavilion. I bet there's a demon buffalo on it. Where's the demon buffalo? Hey. Oh, there he is. There he is. From the marking the demon buffalo clan. Okay. Oh, I love these little orcish lean-tos, right? This is like a one-orc pup tent, these guys are. Right, but they still have to haul around the big, huge... But, oh. A collaboration between the Demon Buffalo clan and the... What? What is that? Firebolt? Is that lightning striking? Is that random scribble? What on earth is that supposed to be? Look. It's another one of those dudes. Just like the dudes on the top of the hill. Right? Yeah, what was it called? I'm forgetting the name of what was the name of that hill? The thing. Ooh, yeah. So Tony Mead is thinking it's Greek fire up on the top, as if the Byzantines would sell the secret to Greek's fire to orcs. Anyway, so remember those dudes at the four corners of the what was that tower? The place that I was looking at last time, up on the hill to the southeast of Hlanuk. What's that thing called? Right. Harndirian. That's the one. That's the one, Rowan. So yeah, so it's just like that. The guy was like, he's a wizard, but he's holding a sword, and he's holding the sword in his bare hands. Okay, so we've obviously proven that that's obviously... Well, I think we already knew that it was a Gondorian statue, but still. Okay. Oop. Sorry, friend. Oh dear. It's a woman. Civilians being slaughtered. It's not good. Oh, what a really interesting gate concept. But that's not closable, right? That's just more of an arch concept than a gate concept, right? Oh, man. This is cool. Okay. I've investigated, and the result of my investigation is that orcs have attacked the city, and there are two distinct orc clans involved. One is the clumsy bolt of lightning orcs who aren't clever enough to draw something as cool as a demon buffalo, and the demon buffalo clan. So they've attacked. And they had siege equipment, which is now sitting idle, so I'm pretty sure they're in there now. We're all set. Look what has happened. I just did! Yeah. No, it's pretty awful. They were slain and the fort was taken. That was also my conclusion. How could such evil come to Gondor without our knowledge? Good question. Yeah, what do we do, Isildur? You know what we do? We not fail this instance. That's what we do. I'm not saying that I have failed this instance before. I'm only saying it would be really imprudent to do so. We'll fight our way inside. Yeah, that's right. Okay, hang on. So I should familiarize myself with my things here. Okay, Sword of Gondor. So this is a single enemy strike. We've got Sword Sweep. Okay, all right. I'm familiar with that. Shield Bash. That's good. A stunning one. Destroy foes of Gondor. A powerful sword strike that does incredible damage to an enemy. One enemy. Okay. With a 45-second cooldown. And Athelas healing. Okay, so we're going to put the healing one up there. And we're going to put... now we're going to leave them. They're fine. Okay. All right. Isildur, let's do this. Okay. Fight alongside Isildur into Garth Lotheg. Isildur and Doorway must not be defeated. Okay. This is the work of orcs. You and Doorway come with me. We will fight our way into the fort while the rest of our band approaches Garth Lotheg from the flank. See, notice how Isildur is being rash, right? The rest of the army is approaching and he's like, let's forget it and rush on ahead just ourselves. Kind of Feanorian, right? But of course... Isildur is known for his rashness. It's one of the things that's going to get him killed. All right, you guys go around that way. We'll go this way. I'm ready. They must have assembled these war machines in the shadows of the cliffs. That seems plausible. The defenders sealed the doors and the orcs settled in for a long siege. No, yeah, it wasn't a long siege. I could have told you that. No evidence of a long siege. Whoa! Hey there! Yeah! Okay, so how are we doing? I have way more health than Isildur or Doorway. So I want to get their attention if I can, right? There we go. Come here, guys. That's good. So I'll tank you too. And then hopefully Isildur can manage himself. We can turn down the volume a little bit because it's only so often that I want to hear orcs screaming. Good, good. Okay. All right, Isildur. How about we wait and that's right, restore your morale here. I'm going to stand out in front. Come here. Yeah, that's right. Come over here. Don't you attack Doorway. Okay. Boy, I stunned that guy forever. He's still stunned. Nice. Okay, good job, Isildur. While we have surprise. Okay, up the causeway. Let's do this. Okay. Hey there! Attack me! Thank you. There we go. I don't have any way to draw your aggro. But I do have, you know, more morale than the other guys, so. Alright. Okay, we're doing fine. Everything's going along according to plan. Alright. I'll charge into the marauders up here. That's good. Boy, Isildur runs out of power in a heartbeat. Who are you calling a slave? Okay. More skull candles. Ooh, some lovely tree doors. There are... Oh, I'm a different guy. I'm Beriadar. Something drives them. Oh, do we not know that Sauron has returned? I could have told you that on account of the, you know, in the forge. Did you even look at the iconography in the forge, Isildur? See, you're just charging in without studying the architecture. That's your problem, right? It's going to lead you into grief if you carry on that way, Isildur. Okay, there's another one over here. Should we? Yeah. Aha! Okay, you keep attacking me. I'm going to kill this guy over here. That's right. Okay, now it's time for you. So do we not know Sauron has returned? I think we must not know that Sauron has returned. What sorrow has taken this place? Okay, we'll slay every orc. That might not be quite enough, but... Okay, here's another banner of the nice wall panels. Oops! Oh, there's an opening over there. A troll! Oh, great. Here, let me handle the troll. Can I handle the troll? Oh, good. Got his attention. Now I stunned him. I really don't want to be looking into his pelvic region the entire time. That's better, thank you. Okay. Not stunnable, huh? Smasher of Garth Lotheg. Does he get... Is that like a deed that he fulfilled? Like, did he have to smash a certain number of walls down in the town before he got to assume the Smasher of Garth Lotheg title? Okay. Alright, you guys are still doing good for morale, Isildur and Doorway. Oh, I like this shield up there with the... Oh, wait, where did they go? Oh, phew. The drums are getting louder. Yeah. For a second, I thought they went on without me. Woohoo! Ooh, what can I can target, what, like 4 guys with it? Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, how are they doing for morale? Not too bad. can heal myself there. Okay. But I can heal them too, right? If I target them and heal, then I can do that. Okay. I had forgotten I was going to get to do this session play today. I was just thinking I was going to be up in Zudrugund all day long. Hey, don't just run past me like that. Oh, good. Got a bunch of guys now. Hey, how come I'm tanking these guys very effectively now? Strong work, whatever my name is. What am I? Briar-Rose? Briarius. No, that's the guy with 100 hands. Yeah, press forward. Because there totally seem to be getting fewer of them, Isildur. I couldn't agree more. This is a really nice town. What was that? Oh no, they knocked down a colossal statue. We can't have it. We have come too late. They've already killed everybody. The deluge comes. Their waves will crash and die upon the rocks of Gondor. Okay, form an orderly queue, orcs. Form an orderly queue. I'm really glad that they're waiting their turn because... Oh, see, look at that. Look at that classic Sauron little statue set up there, right? A little Sauron shrine. A little less swordy, you know, like less made of swords than the others were. I'm thinking of the ones that you can see, for instance, in Fornost. A little more blade-oriented, you know, in their later things. Okay. How are we doing? Where's Isildur? Isildur is not going to die on my watch. There we go. One day, Isildur will die under waves and waves of orcs, but it is not this day. Okay. Hey there, Mr. Yikes, Mr. Troll. That's right. At least you're coming after me, so that's good. Can I stun you? I'm not sure. Hey, you are stunnable. How about that? Okay. Isildur is not happy from a health perspective again. Do I have to come off the troll in order to try to take his other guys? Yes. Where's Isildur? Oh, he's over here getting mauled. Whew! That was close. Come on, Doorway, join the team over here. Okay. At least I was able to take that troll down there with the... Okay. Phew! Honestly, that was close. Phew! Alright, doing fine here. Let's see, now I'm going to heal myself. Everybody else seems to be okay. Okay. Alright there. Let's see, how many do I have? I've got 3 or 4. Doorway's getting pounded on a little bit. Oh, but they're okay. Still holding strong. I've got at least 3 or 4 of them. What is Doorway up to? Okay. All right. Okay, Silder, just a little heal for good measure there. While we're down to the one orc. Let's see, I think I'll just hang on here. Give Doorway a little something to little Athelas there. Okay. Surely you guys can take down this one final orc, right? Maybe even give me time to heal myself a little bit. There we go. Alright. 2 trolls! Yeehaw! Oh, man. Take that. And some of this. Yikes. Oh, did I have both trolls? Come over here. I do have both trolls. That's good. That's handy. Okay. Come here, trolls. I'll learn you a thing or two. Okay, so stun the trolls. Isildur is fighting one orc and getting his butt kicked. Come on! Come on there, Mr. King of Gondor. Yikes. You gotta at least hold up your end. Boom. Okay, there goes one troll. Better help Isildur here. Oops. Where is he? Seriously, that one orc is too much for you, is he? Okay, look, I'll take him and the troll. Oh, boy. These legendary kings of Gondor do take some looking after. Guess I should heal myself, arguably, as well. Okay. Alright. Oh, here. There goes Doorway again. Okay. Alright. Yeah, well, you didn't die, so I'll call it a victory. Beriadar, that's my name. Look at that idol the orcs have erected. No, it totally is what it seems to be. We can clearly demonstrate that. I'm glad you recognize it, at least. Oh, it does have the sword sticking in all over the place. It's just like the ones in Fornost. Okay, all right, Isildur, I'm gonna examine that eventually. Yep. Okay, clearly the demonic buffalo tribe still. Whose banner is that? What happened to that thing? Man. Anyway, are these more prison carts? They haul those all the way up here? Nobody to rescue? That's sad. What was this? Dinner table? Open air kitchen. Dead cow. Yeah, okay, dead cow. Spiky tables. Uh-huh. Broken plate. Urn. Lady. Basket of bottles freakishly floating in midair. Yeah. This is clearly the dining area. Oven. What looks distressingly like internal organs floating above the, skewered above the an entire cow roasting. Handle for troll to turn spit. Dead carts, yeah, / chuck wagons, as I said. Okay. Yeah, it's fairly grim here, Isildur. Yeah. Oh, the skull pommels are a nice touch. I guess it has the same number of swords. I couldn't see these ones from a distance up here. Yeah. That really is a large sword. Did they bring it specially? I can't imagine even a Numenorian was using that sword. Good grief. A troll sword? Hang on a second. What is Sauron wearing for underwear?
It was the proof Isildur hoped not to find.
Hoped not to find. That's right.
Sauron had returned.
This time in chainmail underwear. Because look, he's got this like leather overgarment, right? But then underneath, he's got like this rent chainmail thing going on with like belts. Are those like the sword belts of their enemies? Or something like that? Yeah, see, there it is up on his head there, too. You'd think they really paid attention to detail in most of the rest of the places on this idol, but they really just sort of slapped the paint up there for the red eye. It almost looks like somebody shot it with a paintball gun, you know? Jesse, I just saw your comment over on the tables, how those are high spirits, right? The ones that were sitting up on the... That's good. Okay, Isildur, yeah. Sauron is back, and this time he has a chainmail undershift. We know what this means. Actually, I'm not sure I know what that part of it means. I don't like to think about it much. It means these orcs are not leaderless, but were given purpose by Sauron, their master. Yes.
And so Isildur summoned the men of the mountains to Erech to fulfill their oath.
Yes. This is gonna be a good thing. Hey there, doorway. Good to see you made it. Well, I mean, I know you made it, as I saved your life on numerous occasions. Where's Isildur? There he is. Okay, doorway, what do you think? Doesn't look good. The men of the mountain should have been here by now, but they have sent no word. I've never seen our Lord Isildur like this. It may be best for King Rioc if he does not come here at all. Oh, Isildur's gonna cut him a new one, is he? Still no sign of them. Huh. Yeah, so what do you think? Not coming? Huh? That's gorgeous. Love the countryside here. Our wait has ended. King Rioc and some of his people now climb to the summit. They are late, but their support will excuse them their tardiness. Oh, good.
At last they approached.
That's right. Hey there, King Rioc. And Meonir, who also has a beak. That's really an owlish look. You expected me earlier. Why have you brought so few men? Well, you only brought one man. Oh, dear. We have not come to fight for you. Your strength is nothing before that of Sauron. Ah, yeah, you swore an oath, man. Don't mess with Isildur.
But the men of the mountains refused to fulfill their oath. They had worshipped Sauron in the dark years and thought they would be rewarded.
So you were swearing before because you thought Sauron wouldn't come back. Sauron will crush your kingdoms as he has before. Oh, well, he's saying hold to the Gondorian soldier. Right, okay. Don't attack them. Death is too good for you, Rioc. Oh, dear. You will be the last king of your people. Oh, man. Here he comes. He's landing on him. The curse I lay upon you and all your folk, never to rest until your oath be fulfilled. You will not know the restful sleep of death. You will not know a day without regret of your broken oath. This war will last for uncounted years, and you will be summoned again before its end. Now go, leave this place. My words will follow you for your restless eternity.
His curse echoing in their ears, they fled to their homes in the mountains. But they could never escape Isildur's curse.
That was nice. I liked the darkness there. Really conveys the power that Isildur speaks with there. That he's not merely making a prediction, right? Isildur is not just saying, dude, don't you know how oaths work? You swore an oath, now you broke the oath, and now everybody knows you're going to inevitably become undead, right? Because that's how you make undead, is by breaking oaths. Moron, right? That's not what Isildur said. That when Isildur pronounces the curse upon them, it has efficacy, right? It has power because of Isildur's power. All right. I did not believe the whispers. I thought Rioc's people would be as good as their word. But it seems the rumors were true. They worshipped Sauron in secret during the dark years, and now he has returned. They have cast their lot in with his. Oh dear. Standing here upon Erech, I look from the height and I see for a great distance even to the years beyond. Know this, my words to Rioc were not empty. I was guessing that. This war will last for countless years, and if Gondor defies Sauron, Rioc's people will be summoned once more before the end. They will never know peace until they have fulfilled their oath. This I vow, and let all bear witness to it. Yeah, that was sweet.
And it is said they linger still, hungering for the rest they shall never have.
Excellent. See, Tekelvik, I disagree with you. It is the text says that it is Isildur's curse, not their oath, that does the thing to them, right? It is the power of the curse of Isildur, not the power of their oath itself, that binds them. Now, I don't think that means that cursing folks like this is something Isildur could just do, right? You know, like if Isildur were really grumpy one day, he would be like, you know, I ordered my steak medium rare and this is medium well. I curse you to everlasting darkness and you will... I mean, I don't think that could happen, right? It wouldn't work. So there's clearly something to get... I mean, I don't think it's not just like the oath provided him an excuse. They did bind themselves with their oath, but it's Isildur's curse. Like if Isildur doesn't curse them, they're not the only oath breakers in the world, right? And most of the oath breakers in Middle-earth don't turn into undead, except in the game world. I know, because we like undead and we want there to be more spirits, so we have more oath breakers. There is a bit of a proliferation of oath breakers, and within the Lotro world, it does kind of look like if you swear an oath and break that oath, that's like the one-way path to the undead, right? But that's not how it is in the book. I mean, I can't imagine there's no oath breaking going on by anybody else, right? Or, you know, so anyway, I think that but again, the text clearly suggests that that it's the power of the curse of Isildur that does it to them. Anyway, okay. And so Nitesh's asking, like, with what power, you know, how does Isildur have that power? It's a really good question. We don't know. I mean, on the one hand, Isildur has real power and authority. It's not like he needs magical power or something. He has stature. You know, he has the power to say things and they happen. You know, I mean, like, again, not everywhere, not everything, but and as I said, I don't think that if he tried, and again, if he just like cursed other random folks, that it would have this effect. I do think that with the Oathbreakers, we are seeing a combination of like a fit fate being pronounced in an appropriate situation by somebody with the power and authority to make that proclamation. And so it's got to be honored by Eru. I mean, Iwaneth was just saying that same thing. By Eru's will. I think it has to be by Eru's will, because we're talking about messing with the mortality of men, right? Like we're talking about putting the gift of Iluvatar on hold, in essence, right? So yeah, Iluvatar almost has to be involved in that. But they would honor the curse of Isildur, right? I mean, apparently they're listening, right? And but again, I think that to say, like, by what power does he do it is not exactly the right question to. It's an understandable question, but I think it's not exactly the right question to ask. I think the question is, like, by what authority does he do it? What right does he have to pronounce that curse? And his right, he has the authority as the king and the one to whom the oath was sworn. Their own oath gives him power over them as well, by the fact that they have sworn themselves to him in their oath. And because they are wronged, he has been wronged, and they are in the wrong, right? They have broken their oath. Yeah, but it's not really a question of, like, does he have a magical power that enables him to afflict other people with curses of this kind? It's not how magic works in Middle-earth, really. But okay. All right, Kendai, that was awesome.
The men of the mountains sought to escape their curse.
Right.
To no avail.
No avail. That's right. Fleeing back to their mountain home, but no word of man relates what became of them in the years since. It is said that a shadow lies now on Erech, where they broke their oath, and none now take the Dimholt road that ran through their gates and into their mountain home. The Rohirrim name that peak Dwimmerberg, Haunted Mountain, and the passages beneath are known now as the Paths of the Dead. None would take that road, but Elrond bid his sons remember it, and that leads me to worry. I know it lies heavily upon Halberid's mind, and yet Nar knows something of it as well. Have we been watched without our knowledge? But how can that be? It's not just watched, like with somebody snooping in the conversation with Elrond.
I am worried about Nona.
You're worried about Nona? The Ukluk girl who helped us as we came to Hlanuk. She lost her brother. She must be feeling the grief most keenly. Go and lend whatever comfort I can. Okay, cheer up, Nona. I do not want the Grey Company to wear blinders like those Erebrandir wore in his youth before he was befriended by Cyrodion. Yeah, no, nobody wants that. We must be aware of the hurts happening around us and do what we can to help. Yeah, okay. We'll help the hurts. See, look at this. A nice, wholesome, patched ranger tent with no demon buffalo. Okay. All right. Okay, I should go send them over time. Cutting into Druid's Fire's time. That's just not right. Hey, Druid's Fire, is your power back? Or is your internet back, rather? Are you good? I know you said earlier that your internet was down. Are you back online? Hey, Nona. This is an odd question. Tell me if you're not online.
Do not be concerned for me. I am proud of the warrior Wadu became.
Oh, right. Okay, we have the good news about Wadu killing a dragon. Yep. Okay. I was lost after the death of my brother, but that was before I learned of the glory he had attained before his death. Okay. Those who slew him were right to do so from hiding. They must have been able to sense that he had become a great warrior who would have bested them. Yeah, probably. There was a tree Wadu loved, atop the rise by the ox pens, west of Llanuk. I left his sword there to honor his memory, but I think he would rather I used it to attain even half the glory with it he did. Okay, so you're having a little sower's remorse on the leaving the sword by the tree. Okay, all right, I'll go fetch his sword so that... Because I agree, you should keep his sword and use his sword. He would want his sister to be using his sword. That would be cool. Okay. Oh, you're not starting the new time slot until later, Druid's Fire. Okay, that's right. I remembered your tweet that you were going to be starting after me, but... Ooh, what's this? No, a ravaging warg. Yeah, but what's behind the warg? Oops, he caught me. Darn it. No, hush. I'm looking at architecture. Oh, that's another face. So where on earth did that dude come from? Stealth yourself, Gryfflet. They have all these random faces with no bodies here. Oh, it's the same one. No, it's not a different one. It's the same one. I'm just coming at it from the other angle. Okay, fine. All right. Let's see. Oops. There's the ox pen. Which one is Wadu's favorite tree? This one up here? Oh, yeah? Hey there, dude. Who are you? Suvok, Wadu's dead.
Nona told me about the mighty Quiber.
That's right.
The one my son killed.
That's right. He killed a big old Gwyber. You didn't think he had the spirit for that? Well, I'm sure that heaped burning coals on your head. Can we see the sword? Aha! Well, that's pretty distinctively Rohirric, right? With the horse head and all. Yeah. I have myself an inkling where that came from. All right. Let's pony up here. Okay. We'll go meet up with Nana here. I'm going to have to sign off pretty soon thereafter, I think.
Thank you for bringing me my brother's sword.
Hey, no problem.
I will use it in his memory.
It was a sword of Rohan, true, right. But to my eyes, it is no longer the weapon of my people's ancient enemies. It is now my brother's sword. The sword with which he slew the mightiest Gwyber anyone has ever seen. And I will use it in his memory. Okay. You have a request. Okay, go to the leader of your company, the man called Halbered, who has spoken at length with Glyn Brennan, and tell him, I will go with your people when they leave Llanuk. Really? Is your desire to avenge the death of my brother on the enemies of the Ukluth and on the wizard Saruman, and our Lord Road? Our road lies together for a little while. Okay. Yeah. Hey, she's going to come with us. Isn't that great? Wouldn't you like the company of a random Dunlanding woman out for vengeance?
Absolutely not. This I must refuse.
Oh, and then you just brush it off and say that Radnir found something?
Rodnir found this letter stuck into a nearby tree with a knife.
It is addressed to the Rangers, and I have left it on that crate there. Read it. And in exchange for reading it, you're going to give me a legendary weapon of the Second Age? Huh. Well, those burglar's tools are an upgrade from my current ones. Sure. To the Rangers, I am a man of Gondor, a friend of the elves and of all good folk. Call me Ergathorn. I see the danger growing in the east and wish to oppose it. Hlw Brennan dispatched a messenger from Tuath Morva in Dunland, but the messenger was beset by foes outside Chliad Ogo in the Lich Bluffs and was dragged within. Whoa, dragged within the Lich Bluffs? If he yet lives, he will have information. I cannot reveal myself, but trust that I am a friend. Why can't you reveal yourself? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's only so much I want to see, but why are you leaving us notes? It's a little weird. Did you think it's a little weird, Halberin?
Is this Ergathorn a friend? Why will he not show his face?
Exactly. Okay, we need to know. Gather allies and go to Chliad Ogo, far to the south of here, on the right side of the road through the Lich Bluffs. It may be that a messenger from the south is in trouble, and if so, we could use the information he brings. But keep your eyes open. I will not trust Ergathorn without proof. It may be a trap. Okay. All right. We can do that. No problem. But we will wait for that for next time. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate your joining me again here today. Good to be back after my week off. I will be back again. I'm not going to be traveling again on a Friday for a while, I think, so I should be able to be joining you guys with Gryfflet here for the next few weeks, at least until Columbus Day. So that'll be great. Thanks, everybody, again for joining me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye now.